Jerome, I'm extremely happy to have you here today. And, I want to get right into this conversation with you because I'm really excited to ask the questions that I have about the works that are presented today in this series, The Tipping Point. So before we get into that, where are you coming from today? Where are we connecting from?
We're in Brooklyn, New York, the Red Hook section of Brooklyn, which is very near the water, and in my studio.
Fantastic. So I'm sure that the folks that are joining us today are curious to hear a little bit about your life and your work as a painter,
Hmm.
without going to like too much detail because we do have a time limit on today's conversation. Can you
Yep.
just give me a little bit of a background on your life as an artist and the kind of work that you do in general?
Yeah, sure. So I grew up in Paris, France. My um background is French and Afro American from New York, Harlem more specifically. And but I was raised in Paris, and ironically, my father is an illustrator and an artist as well. And I knew at the age of 8 years old that drawing or anything involved in drawing was going to be the bulk of the rest of my life's desire. And I actually started doing graffiti when I was like 14, 15, and progressively, um, I guess, focused on painting and oil painting and drawing as time moved along after studying at the Rhode Island School of Design when I moved after living in France.
So I want to go back in time for a moment before we conclude today's conversation. So in like
Hmm.
2010, you were one of 100 artists personally selected by George Lucas to participate in an exclusive project commemorating the Star Wars trilogy, and then you ended up having your work in George Lucas's collection. I
Yep.
bring this up because I think that that's also like one of those things where that just doesn't happen. you know. So
That's exactly it. Yeah.
there's some
I
like
mean, and
yeah.
so yeah, no, so I originally, I mean, I think it was still at the time of answering machines, before cell phones. But anyways, I got this message, um, which I thought was a hoax, inviting me to participate in commemorating, you know, uh, actually not even the first trilogy, but Star Wars, the original one. And I was like, okay, this can't be real. And a phone number was left, which I did contact, and it was real. And um, basically, I had been selected, strangely, and I to this day don't know, have never spoken to him, have never interacted with him personally, as one of 100 artists worldwide, and a great book came out of it, which is called Star Wars Vision. And he ended up buying the original, and I took it so seriously because it was such a, I guess, a gigantic part of my childhood. Star Wars having been, the most, life changing movie of my lifetime at that age, or a little bit later. That I took it very, very seriously and did this giant painting, without any mention of money or this or that. Originally, these were supposed to be prints, and George Lucas purchased the original.
Well, Jerome, I want to thank you for joining us
Okay.
today. I'm excited about this NFT series. I'm excited to, continue my dialogue with you offline sometime in the future.
Sure.
Uh, I want to just remind everyone that the bidding is open, and hopefully, folks are, making that happen as well. So, Jerome, thanks for joining us today from Red Hook, Brooklyn.
Thank you. Thank
We
you all.
enjoyed talking with you, and I wish you a great afternoon.
You as well. Thank you for the support.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.